Hey guys, it's Rahul from the Hoop Bar. I want to get you guys pumped for Game 5s. We got a couple of good ones today. We got our beloved Los Angeles Lakers taking on the Suns in Phoenix in Game 5. Anthony Davis likely out for that game. For the Lakers, I know we're nervous. You know, Laker fans, myself, Matt, the Gons, and then thousands and thousands and millions of Laker fans across the world. Yes, it's a little bit nerve-wracking now that we've lost the home court. AD is questionable, most likely not to play tonight. So what do the Lakers need to do to try to get 2 out of 3? Well, the one thing the Lakers have in their favor that they've had all year long, with or without Anthony Davis, with or without LeBron James, is that the Los Angeles Lakers are a really good team defensively. That's what they've hanged their hat on all year long, and props to Coach Vogel, who's not getting enough credit for that. Harrell is going to get a lot more minutes, I hope, and that's because Anthony Davis is out, but we also saw Harrell finally make an appearance in Game 4. I think Harold's going to be able to defend that pick and roll much better than Drummond because the Devin Booker and CP3, if you look at their shot charts, we mentioned this in our podcast last game and you saw it again in the game, they love the mid-range. CP3 especially because he's hobbled by that shoulder. He can't take any threes this series, and he can't even take layups because he can't get to the rim without getting potentially hurting or re-injuring that shoulder for the next 3 games. So it's crucial that we realize that on defense and focus on stopping the mid-range. I would like to see Harrell defend those pick and rolls. He can do it a lot better. He can move a lot more agile than Drummond can. A lineup of Gasol and Harold might do wonders for us defensively, defending against Booker and CP3. And keep in mind, CP3, so he's shooting 25% from three-pointers. He's just not taking a lot right now. He's taking 1 a game where he averaged 4 a game in the seasons because he can't shoot from far. Devin Booker, you say? Devin Booker is shooting 26% from the three-point line this series against the Lakers. In the regular season, he averages 35%. So he's not a great three-point shooter, but it's the opposite for these guys when it comes to the mid-range. So the Los Angeles Lakers really need to focus. Problem's going to be on the offensive end. Are we going to be able to see who's going to step up? You know, with AD out, is LeBron going to have to be more aggressive? I think so. Are we going to see shooters knock down shots? Hopefully. Is Schroeder going to be more aggressive and be that second scorer, that playmaker that we're going to need? So there's a lot to be seen. Maybe THT gets some minutes too. I think on the defensive end, we can do this on the defensive end. It's going to be about the offense that matters. You know, if we're not able to answer the Phoenix Suns are a great team on both offense and defense. And if CP3 started to look a lot better last game, and so with a healthy CP3 and no Davis out, I don't like our chances. Although I think we can stop them defensively, I'm worried on the offensive end. And the Lakers have just never gotten to a rhythm this year, and so it really does scare me. But I would say I'm going to go with the Lakers to squeeze this one out. I'm expecting LeBron James to step up and be a little bit more aggressive to start the game, although that's not what he likes to do. We know he focuses on getting everybody involved, but we can't fall too far behind in Phoenix. So I'm going to say the Lakers sneak this one out, but it's not going to be easy. Switching over to the Blazers and Nuggets. So this series, we mentioned that the key here is Nurkic. He's got to stay on the floor. You saw last game, the prior 2 games, games 2 and 3, he wasn't on the floor. He fouled out back-to-back games, and they didn't win. They lost both games. There's nobody to hinder what the Joker can do. The Joker had a bad off game in Game 4. So Game 5 might not be that way, especially with the Nuggets being at home. But I would like to see Nurkic stay on the floor. I think the Blazers have too much depth offensively, with Powell and guys stepping up. I just think that the Blazers are the better team here because of the injury to Murray. But look for the Nuggets to put up a fight because it's at home. But I think ultimately the Blazers do win this game. We'll do a recap tomorrow of these games. We're on a podcast. But thank you guys for listening. I hope this has been helpful. And stay tuned.